And the 2015 first-round pick, Malcolm Brown, brings him down. Here's Goff now on second down. Space to maneuver at the 40. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. That one goes for 24 yards. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. There to stop him, Juwan Bentley.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Shreds the tackle. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. On 3rd and short to give to the tight end. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. He needed 3, he got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Back live now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Rams with a football to get us going. And we'll see what the decision is here as they've got a 4th and 1 coming up. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. Oh, he's got a man wide open. Complete. Touchdown, L.A. Tyler Higbee, 41 yards. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. So the Patriots coming out now. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what the
Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. James White, 76 yards. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly for 6. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness, too, of just getting there and taking off and going? For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. He'll buy some time right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. It's the first catch of the game for Kupp, and he's got a first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Now a handoff for Gurley. And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, here's Goff. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
They'll throw underneath for Gurley. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
Is that not the very definition of a tough yard gain?
Now, is that one where as the receiver you go to your quarterback and say, why'd you even throw that?
Yeah, I think you do, and I think you wonder, what type of a route are you going to send me on that only 1 yard's going to be the result? If I'm going to go in there and take contact, let's go and get something out of it, not just 1 yard.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Goff now to throw. And that is incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. So on 4th down, here comes Greg Zuerlein to try and get 3 for the Rams. It's a 39-yard attempt right hash. And Zuerlein's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. For the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
On 1st down, Brady. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Edelman was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Letting one go deep here for Gronk. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
On 3rd down, Michelle. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here we go on 4th down now with Brady. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. Now a 1st down throw. Gone. He gets it to Gurley. Complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
This will be the first red zone opportunity now for the Rams. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. Out of the gun. Gone. Now he's got it. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Now whistles blow, and the Patriots are going to take another timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They come out here in the eye. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. As the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Now Goff on 3rd and goal. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Devin McCourty picks it off. And a short return to the 6-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Now White. Solid footwork, but not able to get a whole lot. Brought down shy of the 10. Nickel Roby brings him down.
Really held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play. Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have the center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. On 4th down on now is the lefty Ryan Allen to punt. Pulled in at the 24. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Look at this time for Woods, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the... and the ball is knocked out. And the Patriots have it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10.
Let's go. Wait, 20.
The final shot before half for Brady. Trying to lay one up deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And the Rams now coming out on the field. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because...
the Pats are going to get there. Down he goes.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now gone. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4.
Block 20.
From the gun, here's Goff. And that one's complete to Gurley. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28.
It's a nice job hitting him on the angle route there. Come out of the backfield, cutting sharply across the middle. And that's good timing between the quarterback and his receiver.
Effective third down play to move the chains. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover it? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. On first and goal, Gurley. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Tyler Higbee, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Rams are in for 6. So the call's made by Sean McVay. They're going to go for 2.
We're good. We're good.
They're going to try and run. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but who has more pressure there, offense or defense, when they go for 2?
I truly believe it's the defense has more pressure because the offense has an entire playbook wide open from the 2-yard line. You can run it, you can throw it. So defensively, I think most teams are going to be aggressive and force the issue and try and bring pressure.
So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Now Brady throwing on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the... And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Chris Hogan, 76 yards. And the Pats able to cash in for 6. So on third and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. Goff will lead the Rams up here first and 10 at their 25-yard line. A shotgun snap for Goff. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. 23 yards on the play.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. To throw on second down is gone. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Goff hitting Woods for a Rams first.
Always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Goff now looks to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Woods. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Goff to Woods as the Rams move the chains.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On first down, Goff. Working the middle here, that's complete to Everett, the tight end. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker.
Super one.
On the handoff, it's Gurley. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
A touchdown is a must here, but of course beware of leaving too much time on the clock for Tom Brady. It's first and goal. Look at this, a tight end carry. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Todd Gurley standing by his lonesome in the backfield here, second and goal. Now it's gone. Dumps it off to Gurley. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley from 3 yards out. And the Rams have taken the lead here in the 4th. Now gone. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he will dive into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion is successful. Zerline out now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Oh, able to avoid him. Cordero Patterson, the 40, past the 20. And he's going to take it all the way into the end zone. What a return, and they've taken the lead.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
A score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. They'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Back to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
Well, to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away, but you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with the...
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. As the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a third and long. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's fourth. Two huge plays there down the stretch. The sack on second down. Now they force the incompletion. That's going to lead to a do-or-die fourth down.
And they look like they've got the confidence right now that no matter what gets thrown against them, whatever play gets run, they have the ability to shut it down. They're just brimming with it right now.
Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on fourth down.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.
We talk all the time about how important it is to have leverage in blocking. It's also a big part of policing up gaps. Did you move someone out of the A gap? Did you move them out of the B gap in order to create space for your guy to run? In this case, all those gaps were shut down.
Yeah, the movement was defensive, and they got him for a loss. New England on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is third down and 12. On the handoff, it's Michel. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This will be from 56 yards out. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Duron Harmon.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Brady will take a knee here, and that should just about do it. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.